as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
McCaffrey. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! Ken Walker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. 7 yards there and a first down. The Niners sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
McCaffrey. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, they've got the comfortable lead. Decision time here. Do they go for it, press their luck?
Listen, if I'm the head coach, I take my headset off. I turn to my defense and say, guess what, guys? We're going for it right here, right now. I want the knockout shot. And if it doesn't happen, you've got my back, don't you? Go get it.
And if you don't get it, the other offense, they've got a long way to go in the other direction.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Lance going to sneak it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a play fake. Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Ready, ready. Right, 77. Green jack.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check right. Ready?
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. McCaffrey on the counter. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive that put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Swings this out here for Cohen. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They're going to try and throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. They're going to look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2nd and 6. Flush to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. They'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And Lance now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ben Banagoo. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Lance going to try to throw for this. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Flushed out right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run up the middle with Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trey Brown there on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Back to throw. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Niners, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be